Hello everyone, welcome to my channel for yet another video on Nifty Bank Nifty analysis. Today we'll take a look at daily charts as well as weekly charts. And Friday's day was more of a range bound or a channel a movement within the channel, but the movement was on the downside. So it was very surprising. We were expecting a bullish momentum, but the movement was on the downside. However, let's see how market played on Friday and how we can trade Nifty and Bank Nifty tomorrow. So before we proceed, a small disclaimer. All the views and opinions expressed in this video are for learning purposes only and in no way is a buy or sell recommendation. Any buy or sell decision or any trading or investing decision needs to be taken after consultation with your respective financial advisors. Viewer discretion is advised. What I'm sharing with you all right now is a Nifty spot chart on a daily time frame, and as you can see here, the day before yesterday, that is on Thursday, we had a bullish hammer like candle, and we were expecting that once the highs of this uh, bullish candle are broken, are taken out, we'll see a further upside. We also anticipated that there is going to be a gap up movement based on the Dow Jones candle that was formed there. So fortunately for us, the market opened gap up, but it did not sustain there, and then there was selling pressure seen at the higher prices. The market somehow closed above or close to the close of the previous day. But interesting thing to see here is it has taken support at the mid of the purple channel that we have here. Let me just zoom in more. Yeah, so as you can see here, so it has taken support at the middle of the purple channel, and there is a good chance that we may see a bounce back from here from the middle of the purple channel tomorrow, and we may see a closing higher than what the opening was for Friday, right? So that is still a chance, and the top of the purple channel are still open targets for the Nifty this week, right? The new all-time highs. Let's take a look at weekly chart to see how what is the candle that is formed. So on on a weekly chart for Nifty, we can see that the candle that is formed is a bullish, more or less hammer-like candle because of the wick that is there, and it also it suggests that the bullishness in the market will continue. So if you see the previous candle and this candle, the previous week's candle and this week's candle, it is more like a higher high, higher low formation, right? So it suggests that the bullishness in the market can continue in this week as well. Let's take a look at Nifty on a 15 minutes time frame to understand how Nifty played on Friday, right? So Nifty on Friday opened with a gap up, but it did not sustain, and as I said, it was more of a range bound momentum, and the market closed on a lower side. However, the interesting thing to see here is that it has been trading in this channel all through that day, all through that day on Friday, right? So tomorrow will be an interesting day. If it opens flat or with a slight gap up or a gap down, and then if it breaks this particular channel, then we may see a downfall till 22,000 levels, roughly, and even further below 22,000 levels if there is, if there is selling pressure seen, right? So the first target, the initial target that we will see for a downside would be, once this channel breaks, it will be 22,000. If 22,000 is reached, I think it's better to book profit, and depending on the price action, then decide for a up move or a down move. Chances are pretty high that 22,000 we may see some buyers jumping in and taking the price higher, and we may see some sharp recovery from there. On the upside, this is the channel that we are looking for. So on Friday, the price traded between this channel, and tomorrow if the price breaks this channel, then I think it is the immediate first target that we can look for is 22,299, which is roughly around 22,300, and from there we may again see a downfall, or if there is a consolidation there, then we may see a breakout on either upside or downside. So if this channel breaks on the upside, then in that case it will be sensible to go ahead with a trade on the upside or CE side trade, and the first and when the price trades at around 22 299 or 22,300, it's best to book the profits or partial profits at that point. Let's take a look at Bank Nifty. Oh, just 1 minute. Yeah, so the key levels to watch out for Nifty would be 22,188 on the lower side and 22,299 on the upper side. If Nifty manages to close about 22,299 tomorrow, then we can expect 22,500 in the coming trading sessions or even above that. On the other hand, if Nifty manages to close below 22,188 tomorrow, then in that case we may expect 22,000 levels and even 21,900 and 21,800 levels in the coming trading sessions. Let's move on to Bank Nifty now. So Bank Nifty out of the two again I think is little weak in terms of chart. Let's see why I think so. Uh, so as you can see here, after the doji candle that had formed, the dragonfly doji candle that had formed, we have a bearish candle on formation on Friday, right? Bearish candle formation on Friday, and as you can see here, the day before the Dragonfly Doji, uh, the candle had taken support. The price had taken support at the top of the channel after the breakout the previous day, right? And on the Dragonfly Doji day, it managed to close somewhere near the top of the channel. However, Friday, the uh, the candle that has formed has closed below the top of the purple channel, which suggests that there is a likelihood that it may retest the mid of the purple channel. But before that, before coming to the mid of the purple channel, it may also retest this trend line, the pink trend line that I'm currently highlighting, right? This one. So this trend line, which was broken on 20th Feb and which was retested on the Dragonfly Doji day, that is on 22nd Feb, may be retested tomorrow. And from here, depending on the price action, we may see some buyers jumping in, or we may see selling pressure further. If this particular trend line breaks on the downside, then we may see further downfall till the mid of this purple channel, and even below that if there is a panic selling like situation that is that gets happen, right? So all in all, I think Bank Nifty is more weak as compared to Nifty. Again, Bank Nifty also showed a range bound momentum on the last trading day, that is on Friday. Let's take a quick look at weekly chart for Bank Nifty. So weekly chart for Bank Nifty also suggests that there is a scope for bullishness in the market. However, if you see this long wick at the top, it suggests that there is a price rejection at the top, and there is selling pressure seen at higher prices. However, the two candles, the past 2 week candles, clearly suggest that it is higher high, higher low formation, which currently means that we still have scope for a upside. Also, if you see this particular trend line that I have drawn, it has almost tested. This particular trend line can get tested in this week or the next week, depending on how the market trades. But this is a trend line where I think we will take resistance again when we reach that point, right? So on the daily chart, that this is the trend line that we are looking at, right? So tomorrow, based on a gap up opening or a small uh, gap down opening or something, if the price manages to go till this, that is 47 600 or 600 odd levels, then in that case from there we may see some resistance and some selling pressure again, bringing the price further down, right? The key levels to watch out for tomorrow for Bank Nifty would be 47 244 on the upside and 46 722 on the downside. If 46 722 breaks on the downside, then the immediate uh, or rather the next target that we can look for is 46 422. Now 46 422 or 46 400 levels, or roughly around 46 388 levels, would be the levels where buyers may jump in and take the price higher. So it will be interesting to see uh, how the price trades at this particular level, that is between 46 422 and 46 388 levels. And from there, if the price breaks further below, then in that case we may go ahead with the downside trade, or continue with the downside trade. And at this level 46 422 to 46 388, it's better to book partial profits. On the upside, 46 47 to 44 would be crucial, because last 3 days, if you have seen, we have seller dominance as well as buyers, so there's a good fight going on. And if this level 47 to 44 breaks, then we may see short covering rally which will take the price easily up to the level which we had talked about, which is 47,600. And from there we may see further price rejection again, right? So these are the two levels to watch out for. On a 15-minute time frame, let's see how Bank Nifty traded. Yeah, so Bank Nifty opened up with a again a gap up, and then if you see this movement, it is more of a range bound momentum inside this particular channel that we are looking at. And the price action also suggests kind of negative price action, so it is more of a lower high lower low formations, right? So as I said, Bank Nifty is more weak as compared to Nifty because the price action for Bank Nifty is suggesting more downside. So if the levels 46,722 breaks, then in that case we may see 46,500 as well as 46,400 levels as well. On the upside, 46,244 is the level to watch out for, and after 46,244, I think the immediate next level to where we can book profits would be roughly around 47,300, sorry, 47,366, and then 47,600 levels, roughly around 47,599 to 47,600 levels, right? So those are the levels to watch out for tomorrow and for this week in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. So we have been tracking Dow Jones because we believe that any movement in Dow Jones is going to impact the Indian markets as well as the global markets, and may result in a gap up or gap down opening. So we definitely saw a gap up opening on Friday because of this big candle. Again, the candle which has been formed, the last candle which has been formed on Dow Jones also suggests there is bullishness. So maybe tomorrow it may not be a huge gap up, but still it may be a flat or a small gap up for Nifty and Bank Nifty. Uh, Currently, the sentiment on in the global markets seem to be positive as well as except for the past 2 days. I think past couple of days, I think the Indian markets also have been showing a positive intent. So all in all, I think there is good chance for upside tomorrow. And at least not for, even if not for tomorrow, there may be some consolidation for tomorrow on Nifty, and we may see more upside by the Nifty expiry. So if you see this here, so if you see this here, over here, one or 2 days, if Nifty manages to uh, consolidate, then in that case, if it breaks on the upside, there will be a good upside move, or if it breaks on the downside, there will be a good downside move. So I think consolidation for 1 or 2 days, I think, would help option buyers as such. And it will be interesting to see where markets open and close on tomorrow as well as this week, right? So that's the analysis from my side. Do let me know in comments whether this analysis is helping you or not, and whether you are able to trade and make profits or book losses. And also if there's anything else you would want me to cover as part of these videos. Before we wrap up, a small disclaimer: making money in stock markets is not easy, and there is no shortcut to make money. However, with continuous improvements and over time, we can definitely make profits. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned.